Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I'm Chrissy and this is Life Talk, and today I'm just coming back to y'all for the remote for an update on the video. I think it was my last video that I filmed. It was about, was it a toddler teething pain or ear infection? So I took my daughter to her 15-month-old checkup today, and everything was good. Her weight's on track. I think she's 25 pounds. She just turned 15 months. Well, she just turned 15 months yesterday. So her weight's on track. You know how they do percentile. She's always in like the top 95%, whatever. Her weight's on track, her length's on track, and her head circumference is on track. And then they offered me, they asked me if I wanted to give her a flu vaccination, and of course I opted out for that. Because I mean, before I had her, I was like really against vaccinations. So I told myself, like, my child's not ever being vaccinated. I don't care. She'll be in private school. Like, I'll homeschool her. I don't give a fuck. I'm not vaccinating my child. And then once I had her and I realized, my opinion changed. And I'm not going to go into depth on why my opinion changed, because I don't really want to get other people's input on my opinion. So my opinion changed and I now get her vaccinated. But when it comes to like additional vaccinations, like the flu shot and just extra shit that they be offering you, I opt out on those, because I really don't even want to give her what I'm giving her, like the normal vaccinations for their age group. But I'm going to, but I'm not going to do anything extra. So I opted out on the flu shot, but they forgot to take her blood on her 12-month doctor visit, which they're supposed to, but they forgot. So they ended up doing the finger prick today, and I was really happy that it wasn't a blood test from the vein, because I do not do well with needles. I don't do well with blood taken. Like, I fainted on all my tattoos. I fight the doctor when they have to take my blood. Like, it's just not a good thing. So I was really happy that they just did the fingerprint to check for lead and anemia. So those results should be back within 4 weeks. But the vaccinations, she got 3 vaccinations, 2 in her left leg and 1 in her right. And this is like the most painful thing, to witness your child screaming and having to hold her down and cause them pain. Like, it's like the worst experience, I think. It's just like the worst. But okay, so she got the D-tap, which I really don't even, like, they give me a whole page of why they're giving it to you and what it is, but I don't believe anything that they tell us, so it's whatever. So she got the D-tap for a 15-month-old. She got the HIB, which is, I can't pronounce, influenza type B. And then she got the PCV13, which they give explanations on all of it, but I don't believe any of this. So influenza flu vaccine, I think 2 of them, the PVC13 and the influenza one, I'm not sure, one of them are combined. Like, they put 2 of the shots in one. You see, it's just so much. Like, I just don't believe any of this dumb shit. But she did great with her shots. And she cried during, but she recovered within, the time that we had to leave the doctor's office. So that was good. Where's my drink? Hold on, guys. Don't mind the stains on my dress. I've had a long day and I'm still going. I have like so many household projects that I'm doing right now. We're remodeling our living room. I'm trying to get the baby's room ready. I call myself trying to do an intermediate style macrame wall hanger for my living room. It's gonna go up on this wall here. And I think I bit off more than I can chew because it's not as easy as I thought it was gonna be. But like once I have my mind set on accomplishing something, even if I get discouraged, I'm still gonna give it my best shot and at finishing it. I'm not gonna give up just because I'm stuck. But anyways, okay, so the real reason for this video is to tell you guys that it's not an ear infection. The doctor said that it's probably teething induced, or most likely teething induced. I did ask her to do an extensive check on her ears though, just to weigh that out 100%. And she weighed out an ear infection, but she did find some water or fluid. She found fluid in her ears, but like the slightest bit of fluid. Like she's like, she does have some fluid in her ears, but it's not a lot of fluid, and I can't categorize it as an ear infection yet because it hasn't become that. So she was like, I can prescribe this long name, or and I also told her that aside from the ear, that she was having like a runny nose a couple times during the week. She was also sniffling a little bit, and sometimes she would get a teary eye. So I thought that that would be from allergies because we have animals, horses, and we're in the country, so it's a lot of pollen, a lot of outdoor elements, and we have AC units. We don't have central, we have units, so, and they're pretty low down to her, so I figured that that could be another reason why she was having those symptoms. But so she was like, she wants to prescribe this thing for, I forgot the name of it. I'm gonna get the right name and let you guys know in the comments. But she prescribed this for her, but she was like, you don't have to use this. You can do natural remedies, which is like a warm compress. And to be honest with you guys, like her screaming and the shots and the finger prick and the blood, which all turned me completely off, it kind of overwhelmed my mind to the point to where I kind of forgot everything that she said. But I just wanted to tell you guys that it's not an ear infection, but she did have the fluid in her ears, just a little bit of fluid. And I'm trying to think, like, I was so focused on this blood and like anxiety ridden over thinking that they were gonna have to go into her vein to get this blood, that I was asking questions and I was there for the information, but I feel like my mind was so consumed with like thinking about her getting her blood taken and these shots that I'm kind of drawing a blank on like any other useful information that she may have given me. But I do know that the pharmacy called me and they said that her prescription is ready, so I believe that it is for her ears. I don't even know. I'm gonna have to call and make sure. But she did also tell me that I can, and it might be for the allergies that she prescribed something for, because she did tell me that God, I have to call her tomorrow. But she told me that I can give her children's Zyrtec for the symptoms that she was having with the runny nose and the watery eye, that it could be allergies. So it's not an ear infection, y'all. And she also told me that, like, if your baby is putting a lot of stuff in her mouth or like trying to eat things that are not food, that's a sign of anemia. I thought that was kind of interesting, because then, like, she started paying extra attention to my baby. Like, if Nolani walked over to her stroller and grabbed the strap and started gnawing on it, which is like kind of like kids' teeth that way, she was like, oh yeah, we're definitely checking her for anemia. And I'm like, bitch, all kids chew on stuff, especially at this age. But the doctor visit went all right. They're pretty nice there. But it's so funny because the nurse, she's a Hispanic lady. Every single time we go, she's like, as soon as we walk in the door, like as soon as she opens the door and sees that it's me and Noelani, the first question she asked us every time is like, what are y'all mixed with? And I'm like, bitch, you don't remember me? Like, it takes her like 15 minutes to remember. Oh, I remember you. And I'm like, girlfriend, you must be hitting the ganja or something, because she literally asks. So every time, of course, I'm like, oh, well, I'm full Puerto Rican, and my daughter's father is African American, so she's mixed, and you know, that's what we are. And she's like, every time, it never fails. She's like, oh yeah, I like Puerto Ricans. And she tells me this story about how she used to deal with this Cuban man and how he was so crazy and how she'll never mess with a Cuban man again. Like, literally the same thing. It's so funny. My cat is over there going crazy. But it's just so funny. People are just so interesting. Like, so we had a long day. Like I told you guys, I'm redecorating my living room, and oh my god, Hobby Lobby is like the shit. I haven't been in Hobby Lobby in probably like I want to say more than 5 years. I want to say like 7 years I haven't been to Hobby Lobby. No way. Yeah, like 7 years. Because when I started my choker business, that was the last time that I've been to Hobby Lobby, and that was a long time ago. And their sales are like out of control. Like, they have department sales every other week. They switch department sales, 50% off, whatever. Let me show y'all these mirrors I got. Ugh. Oh, here they are. I slid them under the couch because I don't want my daughter to see them and potentially break them. Oh, Jesus. I swear, y'all, I'm only probably going on 4 months, and I feel like I'm huge. Like, in what world is this 4 months? I don't know. Okay, so these are the mirrors, and they're so freaking pretty. I'm obsessed with them. So this is what I'm going to do with these. I'm going to, of course, mount them to the wall properly. But I'm going to take some of this jute string. And I don't know if you guys seen those, like, rope mirrors to where it's, like, twine or jute. And it kind of looks like a sailor, like a nautical-themed mirror. But they just tie the rope. And it looks like it's hanging. The mirror is hanging from the rope. But it's an illusion. I think that's what I'm going to do with these. So anyways, I was talking about Hobby Lobby sales. So these mirrors originally, individually, were $17.99. Which is a little steep. I probably wouldn't have paid $17.99 for this small mirror. I mean, it's not that big. Like, see how big it is? So I got 2 of them, and their mirrors this week, along with a lot of their other shit, were on sale, 50% off. So I got 2 for the price of 1 because half of 18 is 9. 1 is $18. 9 times 2 is $18. So I literally got 2 for the price of 1. What else did I get from Hobby Lobby that day? I got the jute rope. And, oh, I got light fixture covers, which I got 1 for my living room. It was $8.99, but Hobby Lobby's website always has coupons, and you can use on top of getting your sale items, you can use the coupons. Well, you can use the coupon on 1 regular priced item. So I got those for $18. Then I got the light fixture for $8.99, but it was 40% off because I used a coupon. So it was like $4 or $5. And then I also got like a hologram J for my last name, or our last name, to hang on my little command center area right by my front door where my keys hang. And that's all I got from Hobby Lobby that day, because literally if you haven't been in there for a long time, like, well, at least my Hobby Lobby in College Station is like so freaking jumbo huge. It's like a fucking mall. I was so overwhelmed by the amount of stuff that if you don't go in there with a plan, like, you will either buy too much or walk out with nothing. So I literally, me and my daughter walked around for like an hour and a half, and we came out with 7 items, but 3 of those items were jute. So, what is that? 4 items. 4 items were like picked off of the shelf, and it was just a lot. But I'm like going back every other week because the sales. Actually, I might want to go back like once a week to catch the different department sales up until the holidays, because after January, I think I should be done. Like at the end of December, I should be done decorating. Like, and then the only other thing I have to do is the baby's room. But hopefully I have most of the major stuff that I need for the room already bought before January. Let me see. She's really trying to get into that bag of food. Oh, one other thing I wanted to talk to you guys about. I'm sorry, this video is so long, but I just wanted to chit chat with y'all about a couple different things. I've been doing some short videos lately, so I figured I would give you guys a longer chit chat. So Halloween is coming up, and I grew up, my mom raised me, and I grew up not really like Halloween wasn't a thing in our household. Like, she didn't decorate, even though I begged her to. Like, it was a big deal for me because back then I didn't know any better. But she didn't decorate. Like, if we had costumes, I probably want to say I didn't get to do anything until I was like 15, 16 for Halloween, when like I was begging her, and she probably just felt guilty and she let me do it. But it wasn't like a thing for my mom to assist in any Halloween activities. So, like, once I became self-aware of a lot of things that happened in this world, I stopped celebrating Halloween. Like, once I became an adult and got engaged and got married and just started realizing a lot of things about life, I stopped celebrating Halloween. So now my daughter, she's 15 months, which right now I'm like, I'm not even tripping on Halloween because she don't even know what it is yet. So I can get by without having to celebrate it right now. But like, when she does become of age, I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna break it to her that we're not celebrating Halloween. It's not a thing in this household, boo-boo. Just like Mom used to say. You can do it, but don't do it here. But she ain't gonna do it. We're gonna do something other than that as a family. And you ain't gonna do it, period. So I'm trying to figure out how it's gonna work. Like, but this year we're gonna take her to a pumpkin patch, me and my husband. And like they have like a berry farm and like just fun activities that like focus on more fall festivities rather than Halloween and like the spookiness of Halloween. So do y'all celebrate Halloween with your kids? And what's your take on if you don't celebrate Halloween? Why don't you celebrate Halloween in your household? I don't, because of what it represents, like the birthplace of Halloween. I don't respect it. I really don't. I feel like it's a money guzzler, you know what I'm saying? It's just a freaking cash cow. You know, it's just like a tradition that we've established and whatever. I'm not going to get into it, but it ain't happening here. Sorry, boo-boo. But we will do some fall festivities. We can go to a berry farm. We can go to pumpkin patches. Hell, we can go to fucking Six Flags, and we can go to the Riverwalk in San Antonio. We can do whatever you want to do. But we ain't doing Halloween. So let me know y'all's thoughts on that. I'm not a fan. But I know that her being like young and innocent and seeing all the kids. Thank God I live in the country and ain't nobody finna be walking miles to trick or treat. Like, thank God. So I'm not gonna have to really worry about her seeing kids trick or treating and being like, Mommy, why can't I do that? But I am dealing with the advertisements on TV, even on the freaking Nickelodeon and the kids stations. It's like they're advertising the fuck out of Halloween. Even on the cartoons, she watches Paw Patrol and stuff like that. They have Halloween episodes. When we were in TJ Maxx today, all the freaking Halloween costumes are so cute, and they catch the kids' attention, and they want it. And then it's like, you know what? I might let her buy the costumes. But we're not doing it. Like, she could wear them around the house and play. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could be the princess, or you could be the llama, or you could be a dog. Like, but it's not for Halloween. It's just dress up. You know what I'm saying? So maybe I can incorporate it that way. Cute little different ways. But before I go, because I'm kind of tired and I want to take a shower and just relax for the rest of the night, and I still need to keep watching this damn video on how to complete this, because I'm trying to get it done by the time my husband comes back in town next week, so I can have it hanging on the wall with my little rope mirrors, and it's gonna look all cute. But this blanket, it's kind of like one of those jumbo chunky, what do they call them, chunky, like the wool blankets that are really popping. They were really popping like a year ago. I found this chunky, fluffy, really soft material in Walmart, and it was really reasonable, like $5.88 for a bunch of it, and came in a whole bunch of different colors. And I was like, you know what, that would make a cute chunky blanket. So I looked up the pattern and I figured out how to hand stitch, and I think it came out pretty good for my first try. So it cost $5.88 per bundle, and I used 2 bundles to make it this size. I mean, for my first try, I think it came out pretty good. And even though it has holes in it, I like these big slits in it, which, I mean, I can just always change the fact that it has holes in it by just doing my loops a little bit smaller. I'm going to be making tons of these, especially for the new baby. I'm going to make one for each room. Then I'm going to make my mom one for her house. It's going to be crazy. Then I'm going to make one for my husband to take out of town with him. But, what was I saying? Oh, it costs $5.88 per thing, and I used 2 of them, so it only cost me like $12-13 to make this blanket. And about, I want to say, an hour of my time. If you're sitting down and doing it like consistently, it'll take you about an hour, 45 minutes if it's a little bit smaller than this. But that's really it for today, y'all. Today was Thursday the 11th, and I know I told you guys I was gonna do a Pampers Cruisers versus Baby Dry, but I don't really know how I feel about it, because now that I've been testing them out for a couple days, maybe about a week, I don't really see too much of a difference in them, to be honest. I mean, the one thing that I do notice is that the sizes on the Baby Dry Pampers sizes run smaller to me, because I have a 4. She's in a 4. She's about to be in a 5 because her butt's getting chunky. But the 4 in the Baby Dry is tighter, like width-wise, on her than the 4 in the Cruisers. The Cruisers is a little bit wider, and I believe that's because the Cruisers, you're cruising around, you're moving around, so they make them a little bit wider for the stretch and the durability. But I mean, that's the only difference that I can tell in them. And she seemed to leak more in the Cruisers than in the Baby Dry, but that could have been, you know, the position that she fell asleep in, and there's a lot of factors that come into play with leaking, so I don't really blame the diaper on the leaking unless it's like a super cheap one. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, and my husband ordered, it's like a huge box over there, the Little Giant Extreme Ladder. Y'all, let me know if you would be interested in seeing that review, because I'm super psyched about it, but I don't even know how to operate it. It's one of those ladders that go from like double-sided to like 60 feet. It's like one of those super cool infomercial buys, and I think it was like $400 for a damn ladder, but it has a warranty and it expands and has shelving and all kind of cool stuff. So let me know if you're interested in that. We remodel. I do woodwork. We're finna start building sheds and stuff in our back. So that's why a girl like me is excited about a ladder. But yeah. And I also wanted to tell you guys, thanks so much for sticking with me. Thanks so much for showing interest in my videos. Just thanks so much for kicking it and giving me feedback and liking my videos, and keep liking them if you like them. Thumbs them down if you don't like something that I'm talking about, or if you think I should switch something up, because that's kind of how I know that you guys are yay or nay. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're not commenting, the likes and the dislikes kind of tell me what you guys are liking and what you guys aren't. But so far I've been having all likes and no dislikes. So that's pretty good, but I'm tired, y'all, and this light is about to make me start sweating. So I'm gonna call it a night. Again, thanks so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.